Many years ago, a lady was sat in the waiting room of a hospital, waiting to hear news of her husband's illness. A somber-faced doctor appeared in the doorway and gave the lady a very worried look. "You should come see him now," the doctor said, looking at her with anguish in his eyes. "It is almost over." The lady's heart started to beat aggressively as she stepped into the room to say her final goodbye to her husband. Sometime later, the lady was out walking along the seashore, pushing her pram along with her, wondering how her life would be now without her loving husband around. An elderly couple strolled past the lady and peeked into the pram, hoping to catch a glimpse of a young child inside. But she did not feel like being friendly, so she marched on. The lady made her way to the top of a cliff, staring emptily out towards the horizon, which seemed so very distant. She looked inside of her pram and pushed it up to the cliff's sheer drop along with her. The wind blew the lady's hair around violently as she now looked down at the waves which crashed off the rocks below. The waves looked almost inviting, the lady thought to herself. She moved her pram away from the cliff's edge, placed her toes over the drop, and closed her eyes, ready to accept the inevitable. But a loud voice was heard from behind the lady. "Mrs. Smith," the voice called, fighting with the sound of a rushing wind. "I am arresting you for the murder of your husband, Charles, and your baby daughter," the policeman called to her as he looked into the lady's empty pram. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and stepped forward.